take part in this via the chat on YouTube, on Facebook and on Twitch. You can win great stuff, for example, the Full Metal Wine Backstage package, which you can see here. Actually, it is 6, not only 2 bottles, by the wine growers of Tesch. It is a red wine and a white wine, and it's the wines the artists are having at Wacken Open Air. And we also got for you the illuminated Wacken 2021 skull from our friends at Gelato Star Illumination. And they got some great offers for you, not only the guys from Tesch and Gelato Star, but also our friends at XOUNTS, who built great 360-degree speakers. And of course, our merch department at metaltix.com contributed to have some nice stuff for you for tonight. And when you are in the chat on YouTube, Facebook and Twitch, you also have the possibility to choose players to face certain questions tonight. Which leads us to the players actually. Who are the players? Tonight we got 3 of them, and we are very proud to welcome one of Germany's greatest metal legends ever. Please welcome Markus Grosskopf, Andi Deris and Michael Kiske from Helloween. How are you guys? How are you doing?
What means trivia?
Don't talk all at once.
How are you doing, Markus?
I'm very good. I'm very good. Pretty much.
Andy, Michael, how are you doing?
Good, good. What means trivia?
Trivia, things you don't need to know, actually. Things that are totally irrelevant.
He doesn't know anything anyway.
Are there any symptoms of excitement regarding the new album, which is going to be released tomorrow, Helloween?
I'm trying to refuse it.
Finally, me too. I'm with Michael. I'm very superstitious, so I don't want to talk about it.
And it will also be out on vinyl, finally.
Whatever is meant to be will happen.
Well, this lineup has never done a Helloween record before, and still it is a self-titled record. How came this to be?
Because it's such a new start somehow.
It's like,
was it you, Markus, who came with the idea?
It was Markus, yeah.
Was
you
Markus,
should answer, Markus.
Yeah, you should answer, Markus.
I felt it's like a reborn of the old era of Helloween combined with a new era of Helloween, and we felt like it's kind of a rebirth for everybody, doing a new thing, so it doesn't need anything more than that, you know. It's Helloween. That's
And the truth is, we were too stupid to find a title.
We were too lazy.
Well, thanks for being honest with us. Still, it is the second release named Helloween after the EP from 1985. It's quite unusual.
But it's an EP, so
it
doesn't matter.
Yeah, we know we didn't invent the wheel in you, but it somehow fits what we're trying to do, what we feel like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Talking about reinventing wheels, we did some research, of course, for this episode, and we noticed that you already asked the all-defining question more than 10 years ago. Let's see what this question is, obviously. Can we have it, please? Well, our director, can we have the first video for tonight? The all-defining question, please. Are you metal? Like this show? You knew we would do this even more than 10 years ago. And tonight we will find the answer to this, I think. So let's get to play the first round of youmetal. Round 1 is called Asking Pumpkins. And now I'm giving over to my colleague Tom. Please give us the rules for round 1.
Hello everybody from the control room. I am here to explain to you the rules of play for the first 2 rounds of youmetal. Youmetal, by the way, is proudly sponsored by Weingut Tesch. If it doesn't taste fresh, it can't be Tesch. Full metal vinyl by Weingut from Tesch. Round number 1 and 2 are each 10 questions, mostly multiple choice. The first person to press the buzzer gets to answer. If you do buzz before you have all the multiple choice answers shown, you will have to solve without the missing answers. A correct answer earns you some points, a wrong or missing answer costs you some points. Here is a specialty of our game. Each player has one iron fist per round, which they can force for another player to answer a question. So players who, example, might be in the lead could have their score reduced. To play the iron fist, please simply buzz and name your desired victim. If you have received an iron fist, please remember you cannot pass this question on to somebody else. And once again, youmetal is proudly supported by Weingut Tesch. Vegetables, fish or flesh, everything tastes better with Tesch full metal wine. And back to you, Stefan. Cheers, my friend.
I like your English.
Well, thanks, Tom. Well, it actually tastes pretty fresh. So are there any questions regarding the rules?
I didn't understand anything, to be honest. But
Which is a good start.
Please leave it like this. It can be a very funny game then.
Think so. Yeah.
there was something with the buzzer.
Yeah, of course. That's what I just wanted to say. Let's do a buzzer check. There's somebody who can't wait. Well,
Seems to work.
yeah. So Michael's buzzer is actually working. Markus, can we please hear yours?
Oh.
Ah. Very good. Thank
The
you.
buzzer's buzzer. The
Andi.
buzzer's buzzer.
Andy, please go with your buzzer. Perfect. So we're almost good to go. Can we please load the iron fists? Very good. Everybody has one fist for this round. So we're good to go with round one, asking pumpkins. And question one has 50 points. And the question is, which band never had a title called Running Wild? Is it A, Airborne, or B, Judas Priest, or C, Running Wild? Hit the buzzer if you know it. Markus.
That was Running Wild.
Running Wild, C. You say C. Okay. Are you sure?
80%.
80%. Okay. So let's see. Airborne had a song called Running Wild on their 2007 debut album of the same name. What about Judas Priest? Well, they had a song called Running Wild on the 1978 album Killing Machine. And Running Wild took the band's name from the Judas Priest song, but never had a song of that name. So
I was wrong.
I drank a lot of beer with that.
Markus.
very good, very good. 50 points.
The buzzer pressed the buzzer and won.
I tell you, baby.
The first 50 points go to Markus.
Don't fool with the buzzer.
So the next question is about one of the godfathers of metal singers. Question 2 brings 50 points, and the question is, Ronnie James Dio claimed he never had professional vocal training. What did young Ronnie do instead? A. Whoa. Michael.
He played the trumpet.
He played the trumpet. So let's see what answers we actually have. It is A, yodel exercises with his mother. B, play the trumpet. Or C, cheering on the home team with his father in the stadium.
Oh my
yes,
B.
play the trumpet. Absolutely correct. His father made him play the trumpet, which according to Ronnie was the first step in his career as a singer. 50 points go to Michael.
And that's what John Anderson did before he went into the Who.
Uh-huh. Oh, well, so it's
he
not...
was playing the horn.
Ronnie Dio was playing in the Who?
No. Shut up.
So let's head on to the first Halloween question for tonight. Question 3 also brings 50 points. And the question is, what was the peculiar thing about the Halloween show in Grugerhalle, Essen, Germany on 20th of October 1988? Was it A, anti-war protesters were offended by the name of supporting act V2, which also was the propaganda name of a Nazi missile? Or B, encouraged by the lyrics of Heavy Metal is the Law, the fans drank all beer available even before the show started. Perhaps because... Michael
I
again.
think it's A. I think it's A.
It's A? Okay, so let's see what is C. C is, for production reasons, the stage was not placed at the end of the hall as usual, but sideways. You say it's the anti-war protesters.
I think so.
Well, let's have a look for B. Well, though heavy metal and beer are connected tightly, this is not what happened. It is wrong. A and B are wrong. So A is totally made up. This is not correct. C is correct.
Ah.
So
Because I remember they had some sort of like fire because of the name, but doesn't matter.
Remember. Now,
well, C is the correct answer. But does anybody of you remember what the nature of those production reasons were?
No, I don't.
probably Andy remembered because he wasn't there.
Yeah. What do you think, Andy? Do you remember?
No.
So okay,
I don't.
you can't recall. Well,
No.
what counts is 50 points are taken off from Michael.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's
Thank you very much. I like this show.
I guess you will like us again later on. If you want to experience a Helloween production live, be at the United Forces 2022 tour featuring Helloween and Hammerfall, starting in March 2020, and tickets are already on sale. If you want to see them in Hamburg, go to metaltix.com and get your ticket there, or use the link in the description. And next, it's time for a special category. Misheard lyrics, it's on the tip of my tongue. This special category brings you up to 350 points. We got a song sung along wrongly. So what song are we looking for? We will give you a hint if you don't recognize it from the start. And with each hint, there's a number of hints, and with each of those hints, the maximum number of points is reduced by 50 points. So let's start with the lyrics. When I get high, I almost peed. Top fill, fruity call, Tappeby. My honk, dick fart, my honk. So what is the song sung along wrongly here?
I don't know.
It could be one of Mikey's twisted lyrics. In a way.
No idea at all, so let's go with the first hint and 50 points taken away from those 350 points. The first hint is the band was formed in 1981.
Doesn't bell ring.
No. Second hint, they released 9 studio records.
Still doesn't bell ring.
Nothing's ringing. Well, the song is about one of the members having a little too much.
Oh, yes, no idea.
I have an idea, but I don't. It's my tongue is.
It's on the tip.
frozen.
It's on the tip of your tongue, yeah?
Yeah,
Well-
but it's me.
They also changed their singer.
Oh, is it Van Halen?
And in their career, they went through a lot of dirt.
A metal band.
In their
pardon me?
career, they went to a lot of dirt.
Well, this could
Then
be.
it must have been.
My home.
You got an idea? Markus, tell us.
Was that Motley Crue?
Motley Crue. Well,
Did they change singers?
what we're looking for an actual.
But it would fit like when I get high, I almost peed and all that stuff. That
In my home, big fart, my home.
dirty.
What song could that be? Well, Motley Crue is a band. What song could it be? What do you think?
I really don't know.
You don't know. Okay, so the last hint would have been, well, let's stay with 100 points, but the last hint would have been they made heavy rock dots popular. So let's see what it is. Let's just solve it. Let's listen to it. So the correct lyrics are...
I was never a Motley Crue guy, so I wouldn't know.
It sounded like early
The correct
Motley
lyrics
Crue.
are, when I get high on speed. Top fuel, funny cars, a drug for me. My heart, kickstart my heart. So yes, it's Motley Crue, but you didn't had the song.
Yeah.
But I mean, at least Motley Crue. I mean, that should be evaluated.
My tongue was split.
Yeah. Usually, well, you didn't find the song. You buzzed, but you didn't find the song. Usually, I would have to take away the points from you, but you had the band, so I won't take anything from you, but I won't give you anything. So let's stay with your 50 points.
All right. Fair enough.
But well,
And I
maybe you'd like to know where we get the inspiration for this misheard lyrics. Well, we got the inspiration from the band itself, from Motley Crue, by a live performance of them. Let's check it out. Pretty good.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Well, yeah. So
those days, you know. Some of those days.
let's have a look at the scoreboard.
Good old wins.
Pardon me?
Good old wins.
Let's have a look at the scoreboard. Well, it's not so exciting right now. Andy and Michael, 0 points, and Markus is in the lead with 50 points. I think there's some way to go for you. But if you want to slow down Markus, who is in the lead with 50 points, make use of your iron fists. If you don't know the answer, if you think he doesn't, play the iron fist, make him suffer, and we switch from hair metal to classic rock. We're talking Deep Purple with question number 5, which again brings 50 points.
What was the iron fist again?
The iron fist, it's the tool you can use to nail one of your opponents. If you don't know the answer, and you think the others don't either, then just buzz and use the iron fist. Say you would like to use the iron fist, and you want to hit, well, Markus or Andy, and then one of them has to solve the question.
I still don't have it. I still don't get it.
Well, then let's play and you'll find out.
Okay.
Question number 5 brings 50 points, and the question is, which famous prank did Deep Purple's Ritchie Blackmore pull on his bandmate Ian Gillan? A. Gillan is a classic Englishman and likes to enjoy his tea time. So Blackmore spiced Gillan's tea with rum, resulting in a somewhat odd performance later that night. Or was it B. Blackmore smeared toothpaste on Gillan's tambourine, giving him a bad surprise when he first picked it up during the show? Or even C. Blackmore shoved a plate of noodles in Gillan's face, after which Gillan stood up, left for the bathroom, shed bitter tears, and thought of quitting the band. What do you think? Andy?
B.
I just wanted to show Michael how the iron fist works. Markus, you got to answer.
Very good. There you go. This is how to use the iron fist.
I guess.
B.
These are English.
That was B.
British people are, you know, they're kind of harsh, and they have a rotten humor. So toothpaste would be on the tambourine would be too nice. The thing with the noodles is too obvious. I think it's the tea with the rum.
Okay, you say toothpaste would be accurate, so let's see. Toothpaste is a class trip classic. This is not what happened between the two. You're right.
No, I say A. I would say
Yeah. I got it. You started with B, I started with B, and you went for A. So let's see what A brings.
That was B. That was B.
As Blackmore too is British, he probably would never mess around with tea. So it is not A. It is C. The two have different recollections of the date of the event, but this is the official spaghetti incident written in Ian Gillan's biography.
How many iron fists do we have?
1 per round.
1 per round. Okay.
So congratulations, Andy. You played your iron fist well. 50 points are taken off from Markus's account. So it is just 0 points.
It was just a master lesson.
Thank you very much.
I give you an iron feet.
An iron feet.
Yes.
Now, you fancy dressers, we go for fashion with question number 6, which is the first one.
He's into fashion.
Oh, Michael, hi. I wear my sunglasses at day, actually.
But those are cheap sunglasses.
You can see that? So question number 6 is the first question to hold 100 points. And from today's point of view, the metal fashion of the 80s and 90s was sometimes rather dubious. But still, some trends came to stay. Which piece of clothing did Anthrax make popular within the 80s metal scene? A. Chuck Taylor Converse All-Star shoes. Or B. Baseball caps with an upturned visor. Or C. Bermuda shorts.
C.
It's
C.
the short. It's the
Bermuda shorts.
Bermuda
I would
shorts.
recognize, yeah.
Well, rockers have worn Chuck Taylor Converse All-Stars before, going back as far as the 70s. For example, the Ramones wore Converse. So A is not correct. Let's see, is it B or C?
Give
Well,
me back my 50 points, bugger.
baseball caps are something Anthrax used, but definitely they didn't invent it. So
You know.
it's a thing well known, used by Suicidal Tendencies, for example, or other hardcore scene or skateboard scene bands. So C is correct. Anthrax used to wear Bermudas on stage and sometimes nothing else but shoes with it, and so influenced many metalheads to buy colorful Bermuda shorts.
I give you an iron fist without buzzing.
100 points go to Michael. Congratulations. Well, and Michael, actually it looks like you too have been influenced by Anthrax. Let's have a look at the picture.
Anthrax was cool because they were like, you know, that's not Anthrax. That's not an Anthrax dude.
Well, well, it's actually not Bermuda shorts, I think. It's a bit too short.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah.
But I'm wearing funny pen.
But Anthrax is about the only other band next to us who had a good sense of humor
Okay.
in metal.
Look at the panties Michael is using. That is kind of sweet, isn't it?
Who's the
Yeah.
who's the guy in the middle?
I can't remember. He was also a musician.
What,
I
was
don't
he
remember really.
going with them? Like Grim Reaper or something? No. I don't
Yeah, possible. Yeah.
What was the band? It was Anthrax, Helloween, and no, Grim Reaper was the 24, right?
Exodus.
Exodus.
Exodus and Anthrax.
No, but it doesn't look like
We got another picture.
That's us. That's us.
Markus,
Look.
that's fancy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fashion.
Oh, Frits heute auch noch. Ne? He's wearing that too today. Sometimes.
No problem.
So let's talk about one of your trademarks. You often said people like to surprise you with pumpkin dishes or drinks. Is that something you favor, actually?
Pumpkin dishes.
Yep.
Yeah, like in Japan with like pumpkin beans and pumpkin pie and all that stuff.
Really?
Sometimes it's delicious, sometimes not. So yeah, at least you should give it a try.
Well,
I fell in love with some pumpkin beans. I like that.
What is pumpkin beans?
Well, it's like that the typical Japanese bean desserts. They make like sweet beans and make desserts out of it, and most of the time it's with pumpkin. I like that.
Remember that pumpkin beer they made?
Yeah, pumpkin beer.
Well, that was horrible, you know.
Well, let's see what you think about our next question. It is about pumpkins, actually. And this is a special category again. Roundabout. A miss isn't a miss because we are looking for a number and you have to take a guess. You don't have to nail it, but who gets closest gets the points. And it is question number 7 with 100 points. Talking about heavy pumpkins. What has been the weight of the world's heaviest pumpkin? And no, we're not looking for the fattest band member. We're talking about the Atlantic giant pumpkin, which is considered the heaviest of all pumpkins in the world. So, and I will, you don't have to buzz. I will choose you and you will tell us what your guess is. So we're starting with Michael. What do you think? What's the weight of the heaviest pumpkin in the world?
No idea. Maybe 100
100 what?
kilo.
100 kilo. Markus, what do you think?
I think it's quite over like 700 kilos.
700 kilos. And Andy, what's your guess?
It's been a big fucker. As far as
I go for the middle. I go with 400.
400 kilos. So let's see. The current record set up by Matthias Willemijns, he's a Belgian, I think, and he got into the Guinness Book of World Records in 2016 with his Atlantic Giant Pumpkin, and the weight was 1,191.5 kilos. So the winner is Markus. You're closest. It's 100 points for you.
Over a ton, man.
And almost as heavy as the Atlantic Giant is the Wacken Open Air Bluetooth speaker from our friends at XOUNTS right next to me. It's a 360-degree speaker with excellent sound, and it's available in 3 different Wacken Open Air designs. Get it, try it at home for 30 days. And if you want to buy one, if you do actually buy one, you get a free LED Wi-Fi bulb for changing colors. Actually, you can change its colors. Well, let's see. Maybe I can do it. No, I can't. Well, I failed. And thank you very much, Tom. Thank you very much. If you buy one using the code youmetal within the next 7 days, you will get a free Wi-Fi, this LED Wi-Fi bulb for the changing colors. Just look in the description of the video below and you will find the link to it. And within the next
comes with it.
Yeah, and within the next weeks, they're about to raffle one of these, so check out XOUNTS.com if you like to have a new speaker at your home. And the next question leads us to where I am right now, to Wacken. It's question number 8 and it has 100 points. Wacken Open Air is known for passionate audience and massive sing-alongs. So, if Wacken Open Air was a festival for karaoke, which song would probably be the most requested? Would it be A, We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister? Or would it be B, Valhalla by Blind Guardian? Or C, Final Countdown by Europe? Michael.
I think it's A.
It's A, We're Not Gonna Take It? Why do you think so?
I don't know. It's always a lot going on when they play that song.
So let's see. When Dee Snider sang it last time in 2015 at Wacken, the audience took over incredibly loud, but the song wasn't sang along as often as the one we're looking for.
Then it's number B.
Yeah, that is a C.
Well, C, for the Final Countdown is probably the most popular song ever played live at Wacken Open Air, but it has only been played 3 times at Wacken, not as often as the one we're looking for. And Markus is right, or he would have been right, if he would have hit the buzzer.
I've been around at Wacken a lot of times, and I see what they can do with the audience.
True. Blind Guardian played 6 shows at Wacken, and at least 5 times they played Valhalla as part of the set. And the song was sang along very loudly and very firmly. So yes, this probably would be the song most often requested.
Cool.
So it's 100 points off from Michael's account.
Congratulations.
So again, 2 players with 0 points. What's going on? Well, you
I
want
don't like this game.
Well, you will. In the end, you will.
Explaining the fist.
I promise.
Okay.
You want to dress up for the next Wacken? Check out metaltickets.com for a big variety of merch. On the occasion of this edition of youmetal, we're offering 2 shirt designs and a cup with, well, actually it is this cup. And one of the 2 shirts is this shirt. See it with it's a tree coming up between the 2 twin stages at Wacken. And we're offering all 2 shirt designs and the cup for a discount of 10% if you use the code youmetal within the next 7 days. Just look into the description of this video below to find the correct link to this. So it's only 2 more questions left in this round. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. Well, it is still as simple as it was a minute ago. What is this?
It says accept.
It is a heavy metal speaker by Accept.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Not bad. So the next
I don't know what it is.
the next question is going to be a solo show. Only one of you 3 players will face this question. And it is the audience choice which player it's going to be. So please, you out there in the chats on Facebook and on YouTube and on Twitch, make your choice. And looking at the scoreboard, I would recommend to show some love for Andi or Michael to get them some points. I guess they need to be cheered up, and I personally want Michael leaving tonight loving this game. So maybe you choose Michael. Who is it going to be? It's your choice. Just a little hint, with this solo show you can't make use of the iron fists. So
Okay.
you can't play them now, and there are still 2 fists left for our very last question, which is following to this one. So now let's see. Tom, master of the chat, can you tell me which player it is going to be? It is Andi, I see. Andi has been chosen by the chats. So, and this solo show is again a special category. It is true or false. Make up your mind. So we do a claim, and Andi, you tell us if this claim is right or wrong. It is question number 9 with 150 points. And the claim is Klaus Meine is the only remaining founding member of the Scorpions. Is it
False.
true or false? You say it is false.
It's false.
Yeah, false.
Can you tell us something about the Scorpions' history?
Well, as far as I do remember, he founded the band together with Rudolf Schenker.
Yeah.
So, yeah, must be false.
Okay, let's see. The Scorpions were founded as the band called Nameless in 1965. They were not called Scorpions from the beginning, but Nameless. They changed. Excuse me, please.
No,
Cha-
we won't.
They
I
ch-
joined.
Thank you very much. They changed the name to Scorpions in 1966. And the founding members were on guitar, Rudolf Schenker.
There you go.
Again on guitar, Karl-Heinz Vollmer. On bass guitar, it was Joachim Kirchhoff. On drums, Wolfgang Zioni. And on vocals, Rudolf Schenker too. So,
And vocals, Rudolf Schenker.
yeah, he did sing. And Klaus wasn't a founding member of the Scorpions.
Okay.
So even before Klaus took over from Rudolf, there were 2 more singers, Werner Heuer and Bernd Hegner. Klaus joined only in 1969 at the same time as Michael Schenker did. So the claim is false, and the correct answer was given by Andi. You get 150 points.
Not my singer, then Michael is my singer. Because there are several singers I can choose from.
Thank you very much to the chat. You gave Andi... You bring Andi in the lead, actually. So this is the final chance. It is the final chance to use the remaining fists in this round. We come to...
I don't have a fist anymore, right?
No, you don't have a fist. And actually, I would recommend, Markus and Michael, I would recommend, if you don't know the next answer, the next...
To get some points, right? I have my finger on the button.
If I don't know the answer, I use my fist.
Yeah, do so. And maybe you want to hit Andi, who was... well, a minute ago he was at the tail. Now he's in the lead.
Okay. I will hit him.
Here we go with another question. And Klaus is still in the house. It's a rather local question for you kids from Hamburg. Question number 10 brings 150 points. The question is, which German cartoon character did Klaus from Klaus and Klaus lend his voice to in the movies? Was it A, Captain Blaubeer? Captain Bluebeer in English, a bear telling cock and bull stories to his grandchildren? Or B, was it Werner, a biker who's always out for party? Or C, kleines Arschloch, which means little asshole in English? Michael.
Also ich hau jetzt, I throw the fist at Andy.
You hit Andi.
Oh, I hit Andy.
You punched him hard. Andi, what do you think? Captain Blaubeer, Werner, or kleines Arschloch?
I know he was appearing in one Otto film, but he's not.
Niet verraten, niet verraten.
But he's not a cartoon. Otto is not a cartoon.
I would go because I love it. I would go for das kleine Arschloch.
You would go. You don't know it, but you go for Kleines Arschloch?
No, I definitely don't know it, but I love das kleine Arschloch.
Okay, let's see what A-holes. Well, Captain Blaubeer.
A-holes?
Well, I'm sorry.
What a-holes?
This guy,
Let's go for buttholes.
Captain Blaubeer, was voiced by Wolfgang Völz, who wasn't only an actor and the German voice of Mel Brooks, but also a singer of operetta. So this guy, Captain Blaubeer, was not voiced by Klaus. Kleines Arschloch, you say? Well, like Bart Simpson, Kleines Arschloch, little asshole, was actually voiced by a woman. Ilona Schulz is not only an actress, but also sang in musicals like Cabaret and Hinterm Horizont by German rocker Udo Lindenberg. The correct answer is B. Werner was voiced by Klaus Büchner, singer of Klaus & Klaus, and even more famously, and Wacken-approved Torfrock, who also contributed the famous title song Beinhard of the first Werner movie.
So the fist worked?
The fist worked just fine. Andy goes back to 0 points again. Well, and we again have the old scoreboard from 2 questions ago. Thank you very much.
I was too stupid. I was still so much on Klaus Meine and missing Klaus and Klaus, you know. From that.
Well, yeah, that would have been funny if Klaus Meine would have voiced Werner.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that got me confused in a way.
That's what we do. We confuse people with absurd
Klauses
questions.
around? I'll tell you.
Pardon me?
Too many Klauses around, I'll tell you.
Yeah, but
Too many Klauses around.
I think we got all Klauses for tonight. So Markus is leading. Andy and Michael are somewhat still at the beginning. Yeah, well, but before we go to round 2, let's talk about some more details of your new record. It is called Helloween. We already had that. It's having 12 tracks. The song Skyfall probably has the most impressive Helloween video clip ever shot. The album was partially recorded at the band's birthplace, Hamburg, and it was recorded fully analog, if I'm right. And you even used the same console you already used in the 90s. And you used the drum kit of late Helloween drummer Ingo Schwichtenberg, who died in 1995. Whose idea was all of this?
The drum thing happened because I was running into a fan in Hamburg when I was shopping, and a guy was talking to me, and we talked about, well, maybe about 2 hours or something in front of a Saturn market, and he said that he owns the drums of Ingo.
Whoa.
And he wanted the band to sign inside of the snare drum.
What a coincidence.
Yeah. And I think out of that connection, Donnie had the idea of buying drums from him. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that that's where it came from. Yeah.
That's how I heard it too, the story.
Yeah.
And he gave it away? The drum
Looks
kit?
like it.
Okay.
He kind of wrapped it in aluminum down there.
He gave it away.
We forced him.
What song was that, is my question to you.
Well, I don't have a clue. How many points can I lose?
I give you my points. If you like.
What are you most proud of with the new record?
The most what?
The most proud of?
The song.
Then it turned out to be such a good balanced record. You know, this is what it sounds like when the 7 of us make an album. I'm proud that we didn't fall for the pressure. You know, that we just made an album. That's it.
Yeah.
Because you just got to kick all the pressure away and just see what happens. And I think that's what we
The
did.
bass sounds amazing, don't you think?
The bass
Yeah.
is fantastic.
It does.
So you're focused on not just having a new record, but also having fun in the process, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, to me, the big surprise is the goal is the variety of songs and the variety of voices that you have. You know, that's the big thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, the last thing I did before the pandemic hit was doing vocals for the Andi, you know, in Tenerife.
We were sitting in Tenerife and just more or less finished the vocals. Suddenly the pandemic hit. So we are happy to say that the whole album was recorded before the pandemic.
Oh yeah.
Andy, did you write all the lyrics?
He wrote all the songs and all the lyrics.
Since 50 years.
He even painted the cover artwork.
No, everybody writes his own lyrics for his own songs.
It was Mark's cloak. I have to go to the toilet. Can I do that?
That's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. Because before we return to the game, let's lean back and enjoy the video clip of the first single of the new album, which is called Skyfall.
Oh, all right. I'll get another beer then.
Out
Well, to me, this gets Star Wars, E.T. and Iron Man into 7.5 minutes. Awesome. Who came up with the director?
I did. No, I don't know.
I did.
The director is the same that we actually use since Michael, around
Yeah,
about
since a couple
10
of
years.
He's a photographer as well. He did a lot of photo shootings with us. He did a couple of videos with us.
I think it's the bald guy, isn't it? That bald guy.
Yeah, Martin.
He became like Charlie and Dr. Steen, one of the Helloween family members.
Yeah.
Throughout the years, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to work with him.
He
Okay.
does all the photos,
Martin
videos, artwork. Martin Häusler is his name. Yeah.
So after we saw some heavy engines, some heavy spaceship engines in the video, start your engines again for another round of youmetal. It's round 2.
Okay.
Gambling with the devil. So what about the rules?
That one we should make.
Are we having any change in the rules, Tom? Tell us.
No, we don't have any changes in the rules, except for that we have new Iron Fists, one for each player for this round. And once again, we are proudly sponsored by Weingut Tesch. You don't need much cash to enjoy Tesch, full metal wine. Cheers, guys.
But
Cheers, Tom.
if
Thank you very much.
As I didn't use my first fist, do I get a second one now? No.
I'm sorry, no.
No.
I think we all have
me.
another fist now. Don't we?
Yeah, cool.
Oh,
So let's
fist
reload the
me.
fists.
I think we have a fist now.
There you go. Everybody has a fist, and we are ready to punch. Question number 1 brings 150 points. And the question is, Mickey D, best known for his long involvement with Motorhead, is a pan-European dude. Being of Greek descent, he's a Swedish citizen and played the drums for an English outfit. Due to which TV show did a Motorhead tour in 2011 start with Matt Sorum, best known as former drummer of Guns N' Roses, on drums, instead of Mickey D? It was 2009. The director just told me it was 2009, my mistake. Please excuse. Was it A, due to the Swedish version of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, called Kändis Djungeln? Or was it B, the British version of the Voice franchise, The Voice UK? Or was it C, the Greek version of America's Got Talent, called Elada Echais Talento? Markus.
I don't know the answer, but I want to give the fist to Michael because I'm sure he doesn't know.
Well, a point to start with.
But I can guess. I can guess.
Yeah.
Sorry, and drums instead of. Let's say the Voice. Okay. Let's go for B. Let's go for B.
B, the British
I don't
version.
know. I don't know. I just.
You don't
If he's
know.
right, I'm fine, right?
Let's see. The most rocking coach of the UK version of The Voice was Gavin Rossdale from Bush. So B is not correct.
Okay. So I have minus points now, don't I?
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Working.
You do. But no worries. There are still more questions to come and to recover. But the first and only Swedish season of the show not only featured Pippi Longstocking's actress Inga Nilsson, but also Mickey D, who didn't inform the band's management in time. Back then, Lemmy joyfully said, "I can't miss this. He has to go to the jungle in Malaysia, but he can't stand bugs." I think people even have to parachute in, and Mickey doesn't like heights either. So it seems Lemmy watched at least the first episode of this show. It was A, Kändis Djungeln. So 150 points off from Michael's account.
I would not have known.
You wouldn't.
I would not have known.
So let's continue with question 2. You can make up for it. It's again 150 points. And it is a question for all those currently looking for an apprenticeship. What famous German engineering and technology company Robert Bosch GmbH take care of a list of its famous heavy metal trainees? Who would be on top of that list? A, Chris Boltendahl of Gravedigger, or B, Ralf Schepers of Primal Fear, or C, Hansi Kirsch of Blind Guardian? What do you think? Michael, you speedy little thing.
C.
C, Hansi Kirsch of Blind Guardian, you say? Well, Ansi Kirsch is a trained merchant, but not the one we are searching for.
I think it's A. Chris Boydendahl of Grave Digger.
Chris Boydendahl actually is a trained metal worker, but didn't work at Robert Bosch GmbH.
Oh, get lost.
It is C. Ralf is a news devices mechanic and an IT electronics technician, and started as a trainee at Robert Bosch GmbH in 1982 and stayed there until 2008. Another 150 points off from Michael's account, please. So we go with 300 points in the red. Ooh. But still, there's a lot to come. And the next question is another special category. Who the hell? What's in a name? A famous person from our scene is introducing himself, and you have to find out who he or she is. Maybe you even shared a bit of history together. You can earn 600 points with this, but with every hint you need, 100 points get deducted from those 600. And here we go. I was born in 1963. No, this is not correct. We're having a little fuck up here.
We have some problems.
Yeah. Let's. Well, what would be a youmetal episode without a fuck up? We are
How many have you done? How many have you done so far?
Well, two actually.
Okay.
And,
So this is number 3.
This is number 3. We already had a German a top 3 act, Hämatom, or was it even top 2? They had a number 2 album in Germany, Hämatom, and we already had the last edition with Epica and Long Distance Calling. They did a duel. And let's get back to the question. I was born in 1963. Who am I?
Host of a show.
I released more than 50 records with mostly popular European heavy metal acts of the 80s and 90s. 50 records.
I released, not recorded, released.
Released.
All right.
Well, probably the person also was part of the recording process. Let's go with another hint. 3 times I was on the top of the Finnish album charts.
Finnish. Okay.
Still crickets are the only things I can hear. My middle name practically became my last name.
Ooh.
No bell is ringing. Well, with Schmier from Destruction, I worked as a pizza baker. Well, this was the second last hint. Maybe, if the last one doesn't help, maybe somebody would like to use a fist. The last hint is I love my drums.
I don't have.
No clue at all. Well, then let's see. Who are we talking about? Well,
Ich höre gerade, ihr habt mich nicht erkannt. Wer konnte das nicht erraten?
Ah,
Wir haben unser Leben geteilt. Ich bin enttäuscht. 50 records, that's definitely a lie. It was a lot more, really. Hello, Michael, Andi, Markus. Very nice to meet you again. For all the people who actually don't know me well, my name is Jörg Michael, and I have a big history in German metal, playing the drums. Of course, everybody should know me from all the bands I have played with Saxon, Stratovarius, Running Wild, Gravedigger, Avenger, Rage, Axel, Rudi Pell. Well, I would be happy if I would remember them all. I know you have a big tour coming up. I will join that tour. I don't know if you know that. But anyway, you have a great time, have a nice time, and don't do anything I would. Thank you very much. Good luck with your record. Good luck with the release. I bet it will be fantastic. All the best. Bye-bye.
All right. You should have mentioned who was out with. Then I was a little...
Und wer war das jetzt?
Yeah, Jörgi.
Jörg, Michael,
We've been on tour with them with Stratovarius, and we should actually have known, but
Didn't know all of that.
Well, I would like to be with you when you meet him next time. Let's go for another Halloween question. Question number 4 has 200 points. Which band was first to release a title named Future World in 1987? Now, I'm really excited, Andy.
Pretty Mates.
Pretty Mates?
Oh, hat gedrückt? Ich habe auch gedrückt, aber zu spät. Scheiße.
Genau.
Scheiße, ich war zu spät. Ich dachte, ich habe gedrückt.
Well, let's have a look at the possible 3 answers we have. It is A, you, Helloween. Or B, you say Pretty Mates. Answer B is Pretty Mates, yeah?
That was after us.
After you. But Andy said it would be Pretty Mates, right?
Ja.
I think it was Pretty Mates.
Okay,
Okay,
and
it
then
was
we
Pretty
got
Mates.
C, Red.
Nee.
What was that?
Red.
R-A-T-T, Rat?
Oh no, that was Halloween.
No.
Yeah, no, you're right. Red never had a title of that name. And Helloween had a title of that, and Pretty Mates did too, and it's only 1 week between the 2 releases. Who was first? Pretty
I
Mates.
think Pretty Mates.
Pretty Mates went out on 20th of April 1987, and you released on April 13th, 1987. You were first, so it is 200 points away off from Andy's account. So now we got 2 players in the red.
Okay.
Well, with the
That's
next...
how it works.
That's how it works. With the next special category, we move as far away from the comfort zone of Halloween as we possibly could. And the audience is to decide who's the one we're shooting at, as this is another solo show for only one of you 3. The category's name is Fish or Fowl. Do you smell it? So we got a bunch of band names. First, again, the chat out there, please make your choice. Who would you like to have? Who would you like to answer the next question? Markus, who is in the lead with 100 points, or do you think it would be a good idea to help Andy or Michael, who are still, well, not doing so great here?
I have if you like.
Make a choice, please, in the chats on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitch.
Well, I have to think about the next tour. I need one singer at least on my side. I've seen Andy for many, many, many years now. So, excuse me, I'm taking Michael because I haven't seen him for years and years and years and years and years.
Well,
But I won't know the answer, I'm sure.
we got a bunch of band names here, which are metalcore, deathcore, mathcore, or whatever modern core genres there are. And but some are totally made up. And you have to decide if it is a real band name or a creation of our sick minds.
Yeah, I'm the perfect person for these kind of music.
Michael says he would go for it. So, chat, let's see, who is it? Each decision brings or takes 50 points. So, are there any questions you have to decide? Is it either a core band or is it a made-up band? I guess it's pretty easy. And the chat says it's going to be Markus. So,
That's better.
here we go. Here we go with the first band name. Arsonists Get All the Girls. Is it a true band or is it a made-up band name?
It's a made-up.
It's made up? Well, it is. It is a US core band founded in 2005. Next band, or not band, Blessed by a Broken Heart.
That's true.
That's true. It's a Canadian core band founded in 2003.
Michael, du wirst gewinnen.
Oh, I'm a winning man.
Yeah.
Du hast a winner.
Well, you look like a winner, actually. Born on My Birthday is the next name. Made up or a real band?
Born on my birthday.
It's a cool name.
It's a funny name. I think it's true. I would like to have it.
I'm sorry, it's made up.
It's made up. All right.
Feed Her to the Sharks.
Das ist bestimmt wahr.
Das ist bestimmt echt.
Ja.
That's true.
They say it's true. Markus, you correct. It's an Australian core band founded in 2008. The next name is I Wrestled a Bear Once.
Huh?
What was it?
I
wrestled the bear once.
Oh,
I
that's
wrestled the bear once.
that's not a fake. That's existing.
It's a US band. I think the singer was Canadian. The band doesn't exist anymore, but was founded in 2007. It's a real band. Next name, Sylvester Stallone Boxing Experience.
That's a made up.
True. And here we go with the Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza.
That's not a fake.
I think it's
That
fake.
sounds like pretty much.
Very good. It's a mathcore band from the States, founded in
It's a what?
2004. And
All right.
the last band we're having, or not having, actually, is Walls of Jericho.
They're existing. Okay, they're existing. Oh,
It's a band from the States, founded in 1998.
No, 1999. Make your choice.
So,
90.
did anybody count?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Michael kills us.
Markus is leading.
Yeah, so we got 4 correct, and we got 200 plus. Thank you very much. We got 200 plus points,
Guys, you're on the minus. You need a buzzer.
which is not bad
I
actually.
have a buzzer. You.
I'm the worst.
Well, let's see how this turns out. We still have about we are only in the middle of the game.
Oh shit! Is it not that long?
Back to the German scene of the 80s, Michael. Of
Yeah, I
course,
can
you
do it.
can't
Those
talk.
are good.
You can't talk German 80s without mentioning Axel Rudi Pell. Question number 6 brings or takes 250 points. The question is, under which name did Axel Rudi Pell write for the German Metal Hammer magazine? A. Vinnie Cool, B. Jim Tonic, or C. Hugh Jazz?
Jim Tonic. New Jazz? I can't read it.
Hugh Jazz.
What? New Jazz. New Jazz.
What do you think?
No idea.
Any
No
idea?
idea.
I would say Jim Tonic. B.
B. Jim Tonic. Well, once again, the correct answer comes from the man himself.
My real name when I worked for Metal Hammer magazine was, of course, Axel, Rudi, and Pell. All 3 guys worked together. The pseudonym name I worked for Metal Hammer was Vinnie Cool. Because he was cool all the time. So Vinnie Cool was the right name here to guess. But anyway, I heard that your next record will be out. The new record will be out very soon, tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. And some people told me that will be great. So good luck with the release, guys. I wish you all the best. But if you want to listen to real good music, then you have to wait till this is out. So thanks a lot. Actually, the new record,
That's really
cover
cool.
record. Only cover versions on it will be released on the 30th of July this year. So get it. So, my dear friends from Helloween, happy day, happy life. Bye.
Long time no see. Yeah.
So it is A. Vinnie Cool, 250 points. Go off from Markus' account.
That was wrong, ne?
He was wrong.
wrong.
I was wrong. I gotta go to Axel and give him the iron fist, you know.
Yeah.
The field gets a little bit closer, and we're staying with classic rock, but we're going back to the 70s. Question number 7 brings 250 points. During their early tours, why did Van Halen demand a bowl full of M&Ms with the brown ones removed?
Oh shit! I knew.
A.
Because of the contracts, they what was it?
They wanted to make sure that what they demanded on tour, like the catering and stuff, that was read actually, that the people really read what they were demanding. I saw that on a YouTube video, so I'm pretty sure about that.
And that's just
Smart ass.
It's a story. Actually.
Let's see what answers we have. A. Because Eddie was allergic to a particular ingredient in the brown ones.
No.
Or B. Because they didn't want to be sued. Or C. Simply because they could, and David Lee Roth had a special appetite for the brown ones, which were separately served to him. Michael, do you think?
I heard a different story. That they did that actually so that they made sure that that the people who take care of the catering really read what they were demanding. That's what I saw.
Back then,
That's what I've read too, yeah.
Back then, they toured with heavyweight lighting and wanted the promoters to be aware of this, to avoid being sued for stages damaged by the weight of their gear. Entering the dressing room, they could tell by the presence or absence of brown M&Ms whether or not the promoter had read the band's rider. So you're totally correct. It is B.
Yeah.
250 points go to Michael. Congratulations.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it's getting a bit more exciting here. Yeah, looks good, looks good. You still all... No, Andy and Michael, you still got your fists? So maybe
I'm
you want to make...
minus. I'm still minus.
And you're still minus, yeah. But,
Just to take some points off somebody.
yeah. So the next one is going to be much fun and another special category. Hangman, mind the gap, please. So, Hangman, Galgenmännchen in German. And we're not searching for certain letters, but bands. And the correct bands bring you 50 points. Wrong bands take 50 points away. And you're taking turns now, so no buzzers are needed. Question number 8 has 100 points each. Famous German teen magazine Bravo decorates Darth with its Otto Award in different categories every year. And from 1986 to 1993, they had the category Hard and Heavy. Who were the 10 Hard and Heavy nominees of 1988 for the Bronze, Silver and Golden Otto? And now you're taking turns. I'm asking you after one another, and you make your guess which band was among them. You can... We take 3 turns. So we're starting with Markus.
Without buzzering?
Without buzzering, that's correct. So Markus, what do you think? Which band was among those 10 nominees?
Ich weiß es.
Helloween? Iron Maiden?
No. Stop. Just one.
Oh,
Just one band.
sorry.
You said Helloween at first, so which is correct. You were among those 10 nominees. Andy, what do you think? Who was among the 10? Which other band? Name just one band.
Bon Jovi.
Correct. Michael.
Maybe.
Don't fall asleep, man.
Maybe Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden. That is correct.
Yeah.
And who else, Markus? One more band from you, please.
All right. Sorry? One more band? Def Leppard.
Def Leppard on the last of those 10 places, yeah. Andy, another band?
Oh,
I don't know the band.
Guns N' Roses?
No.
No, they don't were among those 10 nominees.
No?
100 points. What do we have? 100 points? 50 points?
Oh, I'm not
100
in the
points.
minus anymore.
100 points off from Andy. Michael,
Wait for the next fist.
you can't fist here?
Scorpions?
The Scorpions were among those 10 nominees. That is correct.
Oh, he's
Markus?
getting close.
One more band.
Judas Priest?
Judas Priest were not among the nominees. Andy,
Get off.
we're still looking for 5 bands. And we're
Jesus.
still even looking for the one who placed first. The one who placed first, let me give you a hint, the one who placed first placed
Europe.
the 3 times in a row placed first. In
Europe.
Europe, you say? That's correct.
Yeah.
Michael, your last guess?
Except.
Except, no, they were not among the nominees. So we're still missing number 6, which was Warlock. We're missing number 7,
Yep.
AC/DC. 8, Metallica.
How could you forget?
And 9, Status Quo.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
But you remembered yourself.
Status Quo is also in a hard and heavy band.
Status Quo maybe not as hard as some of the others, but what about Bon Jovi?
Yeah, true.
1988 not only hold the bronze Otto for Helloween, but also Mike Patton joined Faith No More in 1988, which brings us to question number 9 with 300 points. 1989, Faith No More released The Real Thing with a song from Out of Nowhere, and you covered that song on Metal Jukebox 10 years later. So Mike is known to be an unconventional and surprising character. What did he not do A. On stage he urinated into his shoe before drinking it. Or B. He demanded to be depicted as a homeless person for a TV documentary. Or C. He candidated to become mayor of San Francisco. What did he not do? Andy.
I really don't know, but I just think he did not do A.
I don't think so either.
Well,
Because this is, I just hope that he did not do A.
Yeah, I hope so.
So I'm going for A.
in the early 90s, he did that during a gig with Faith No More in France.
Blah, okay.
And he also demanded to be depicted as a homeless person when VH1 wanted to include him in an episode of Where Are They Now? And what he didn't do was C. He didn't candidate. He wasn't running for becoming mayor of San Francisco. Jello Biafra from the Dead Kennedys did that when Mike Patton was 11 years old.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna throw away all my vinyls now.
Yeah, but this Faith No More, and this is him. They're known for like crazy stuff, you know. So that's why there's a lot of crazy questions about it.
But I can never ever listen to Faith No More anymore without thinking like pissing in the shoe and drinking it.
well, maybe
Yeah.
maybe that was what made his voice very charming that evening. I don't know actually. Well, I'll stay with wine actually, and there's still some fine wine to win today. We got the Full Metal Wine backstage package from Tesh. And this is the wine the artists are having at Wacken backstage, and the backstage package Tesh is having offers 3 bottles of red and 3 bottles of white wine. You can see them right here. And to win one of those backstage packages, just tell us in the chat, please, on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, what's the name of the very first song that has been released by Helloween ever? So. And while you are doing this, we are continuing with the last and best chance to use the fist in round 2. And we're going for another special category. Let's see what this category is. The Good Old Days, a journey back in time. Remember the very first official release of Helloween songs? Even before the album Walls of Jericho?
Ich glaube, kann jeder was sagen, oder was?
Yeah, this is not the actual question. Do you remember the first release?
War das nicht Victim of Fate oder so?
It was the death metal sampler.
Ja.
Das meinte ich doch mit Mini-EP, Mann.
And this sampler...
That's what
That was on the death metal sampler.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it was on the death metal sampler, Earnest of Life, and oh, come on. Earnest of Life and...
Obla di, obla da.
Actually, it was Ernst of Life and Metal Invaders.
And Metal Invaders.
The other bands on this sampler were Dark Avenger, Hellhammer, and Running Wild. And question number 10 is the last question for tonight. Remember your Iron Fists. It has 300 points, this question. And the question is... And I don't know what's so funny about this. In which order did the bands on the death metal sampler release their first records? Well, let me give you one hint. Dark Avenger never released any own record. So the 3 bands we're talking about are you, of course, Hellhammer, and Running Wild. Which of those 3 was the first? In which order did the bands release their first record?
No idea.
You don't have to tell us the actual names, but just tell us who was first: Hellhammer, Running Wild, or Helloween.
Hellhammer.
Well, hit the buzzer. If you think you know it, hit the buzzer, please. Michael.
I think Running Wild.
Running Wild, you think? Well, just tell us the order. Running Wild first, and then.
I don't know Hellhammer, but I guess maybe then Hellhammer.
Running Wild, Hellhammer, and Helloween. So let's see. In March '84, Hellhammer released the Apocalyptic Raids EP. Hellhammer later evolved into Celtic Frost. And in December '84, Running Wild released their debut album Gates of Purgatory.
Yeah.
And you were the last one with the Helloween EP in April '85. I'm sorry, Michael. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but we're also the last to survive.
Yeah.
Well, Running Wild is still going.
Oh,
As far as I know, Rockin' Rolf is still rockin'.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he does a couple of gigs here and there, right? Yeah, that's true.
So let's see who made the right guess in the chat. It's a guy on YouTube. It's Victor Vargas. Oh, and man, I am so sorry. I guess I forget to tell you. I'm so sorry, Victor, but Tesh only ships within Germany. They got some problems to ship alcohol out of the country. So Victor, we're sending you a shirt of your choice. You're getting a shirt, a Wacken shirt, and let's take a guy or a girl from Germany who we can send the Tesh backstage package to. I will tell you.
Now you're gonna smuggle.
Well, you can do that if you'd like to. I will do.
I will.
You're experienced with smuggling.
And I buy him a bottle of vodka in his city.
That sounds good.
Oh, ich sehe nur Magel.
So let's have a look at the scoreboard. Well, Markus is still in the lead, and Andi, well, you still have to do some.
Forget it.
You have to do some work in round 3. You have to do some work in round 3. Michael, you do too. Yeah, but before we go to the third and final round for tonight, let's talk about the upcoming live activities of Helloween. You had to postpone your European tour twice. Have you been pissed about another delay, or are you delighted to know you're going to play some songs from a new album, which you couldn't have done when the tour would have happened regularly?
Well, the plan was to release the album earlier. I mean, the plan was to release the album before the tour last year, so it would have been the same situation, really.
Okay. So,
we postponed the release of the new album, and everything was postponed and postponed again, and so I think twice we postponed the world tour, and here we are now. Hope for 2022.
I don't postpone my beer.
Yeah, mine is finished. Can I get a new one? No, but then if the management gets boring because there's nothing to do, like planning a tour or something.
The management gets boring.
Rebooking the whole tour, you know.
Yeah.
That's what they do, and now we start in April next year, hoping that the situation gets controllable. And we can go out and play for the rest of the year, you know? That's what we're hoping.
Yeah.
That's what best.
Yeah. Let's pour some oil on the fire of anticipation and let's watch I Want Out performed live at Wacken 2018. And viewers out in the chat, count the pumpkin balls. The person who does the best guess or counts them best wins a Gelito Star Skull. The Gelito Star Skull you can see behind me. It is also able to switch colors, actually. So
don't try it.
The one who
You're always winning when you try something.
I'm only good at being a smart ass. So
remember the stereo.
Kann man denn noch mal pinkeln gehen jetzt?
Yeah, you can go for a piss, and you guys and girls out there, you can count the pumpkin balloons. Tell the number you think is correct in the chat, and maybe you win the Gelito Skull right after the break we're having. Let's go to Wacken 2018.
Beginning to see. They keep talking and they never stop. And at some point you give it up. They said the only thing that's left I think is this. I want to live my life alone. Leave me, I want to do things on my own. To live my life until it's tell me how I have to see things that I have seen already clear. So they're pushing me from side to side. They're pushing me from black to white. They're pushing till there's nothing more to hear. To push me to the maximum. Shut your mouth and take it home. 'Cause I'm inside the waiting star. I want now to live Noch nicht müde? Not tired? Not at all? You still want to go on? Wollt ihr noch weitermachen? Überhaupt nicht müde? Say no! Say fuck no!
Welcome back to youmetal. This wasn't the full version of I Want Out live at Wacken 2018, but we will have it ready for you right after this episode of youmetal on WackenTV. You can watch the full song performed live in Wacken. And you can see Helloween and Hammerfall live on the United Forces 2020 tour all over Europe, starting in Oslo March 25th and ending in London on May 5th. Tickets are on sale, and our very own shop on metaltix.com is providing tickets for the Hamburg show on 2nd of April. And if you can't wait for Wacken 2020, be at Wacken from 16th to 18th September of this year. we're having Nightwish, Blind Guardian, Powerwolf, Saltatio Mortis, and many more at Bullhead City. So be there and enjoy some live music in Wacken in 21. And the winner of the Gelato Star Skull, do we have a winner for the Gelato Star Skull? Who guessed best? Let's see. Any winner? Actually, it was 65 balloons. 65 pumpkin balloons. Who did the best guess? I'm sure we will find out quickly.
Are you talking about the real big ones?
The real big ones, yeah, of course.
All right, there you go.
Above the audience. Did you count them, Markus?
Put it in your living room.
Yeah, all 65.
Yeah.
The winner is Wilke Eulen, and you did the best guess on Facebook. Thank you very much, Wilke. And so let's find tonight's champion in round number 3. This round is called Crossfire and has some special rules Tom will explain.
In the third round, the game speed will increase. You players will take turns to be asked a total of 12 questions without multiple choice answers, meaning the buzzers are no longer needed. In this round, you also have the pleasure of using unlimited iron fists, meaning whenever you don't have an answer or a clue or don't know what we're talking about, just play the iron fist and forward it to, well, maybe the guy who's in the lead, so you might have still a shot at winning. And in the end, the player with the highest score wins. And once again, youmetal is proudly supported by Weingut Tesch. And people, please drink responsibly. But if you want to get smashed, we recommend Tesch.
Thank you, Tom.
Aber wenn man jetzt, if you throw a fist, you have to buzz, don't you?
No, you don't have.
No, we're taking Tom. Let's get back to Tom.
No, Michael, you don't have to buzz this round. You're gonna be taking turns in answering questions, and then you can decide if you want to use the fist or you answer the question yourself.
So I use the fist without the buzz.
Right, exactly. You have unlimited fists. You can fist all your way through this round.
So let's fist.
Let the fisting begin.
Fisting business.
Let the fisting begin. We are reloading the iron fist. And here we go with question number 1, which goes to Markus. How many planes have been named Ad Force 1 by Iron Maiden?
One.
This is it was 3. 2008 and 9 at the Somewhere Back in Time tour, it was a Boeing 757 built in 89. On the 2011 tour, it was another 757. And in 2016, 2017 tour, the Book of Souls tour, it was a Boeing 747.
I remember it was Angela Merkel. She only had one, and this one was even smaller than one of them Iron Maiden machines. You know.
True. Yeah, I remember that. So, becoming a rock star is the better choice, I think. Question number 2 is for.
She can't sing. She can't really sing.
Well, I didn't hear her try actually, but I'm quite fine with that. I'm quite fine. And I think she's going to retire this year. We don't know what she's up for. What she's up to next.
Yeah.
So
playing or singing.
Question 2 goes to Andi. Who was Angelo Sasso?
Jesus. Trumpet player.
Stop fisting me, man. I'll punch you.
Angelo Sasso.
Who was Angelo Sasso?
A boxer.
You don't have a clue? Well, let's have a countdown here.
I take the fist for Markus.
The fist.
Yeah! Being a coward.
Markus, who was Angelo Sasso?
Angela, I know Angelo Sasso must be some South American musician.
Well,
You don't accept this answer, right?
Angelo Sasso was a drum computer. Running Wild did recordings with Angelo Sasso in 2000. No, with the recordings for the albums Victory and Brotherhood, and well, Rolf never admitted that it is a drum computer, but he said Angelo Sasso died in 2007. So let's go for.
But I didn't know the name.
Okay, so let's go for question number 3, Michael. Which German metal band looks at its own Las Vegas residency show?
What?
Kind of disappointed, aren't you?
Which German metal band looks at its own Las Vegas residency show? If you don't have a clue, remember your fist.
Ah, Fist to Andi.
That hurts. That
What
hurts.
is a residency show?
Residency show.
Das ist einfach national, ne? Also lokal meine ich irgendwie.
Yeah, exactly. It's a show that happens a number of evenings in a row.
I would go for Rammstein.
Rammstein? I'm sorry, it's the Scorpions. They did that on their 50th anniversary tour back in 2015-16 at the Joint Las Vegas, and they're going to do it again next year with the so-called Sin City Nights residency.
And how many shows they do? What was it?
They did 5 shows, and they're going to do 9 shows.
Oh, okay.
Question number 4.
We only played one.
Question number 4. Question number 4 goes to Markus, and is which Helloween predecessor band was named after a youmetal game element? Markus?
Na komm, Markus! Ja, komm jetzt!
Helloween
This
predecessor
this
band.
goes to Michael.
Bam, an Iron Fist is played.
Ah!
Oh, it's the wrong side.
Ich glaube, ich weiß das.
You think you know
Ich
it?
geb mal die Faust zu Andi.
No, that's not possible.
Can we flip it around? No, it's just one.
Well,
time.
think about the Faust, maybe.
Was ist denn Game-Element? Das verstehe ich nicht.
Ein Spielelement, a game element. Let's have a countdown here, please.
All right, 5 seconds.
We're looking for the Iron Fist. Iron Fist, Gentry,
Iron
and
Fist.
Second Hell were the bands you members of Helloween played in before Helloween came to life. Am I
Das
right?
war mit Keuter und so, ne?
I guess so.
It's been with Keuter and all the old guys.
Well, let's...
Wacky told me about
I
it.
did not understand the question.
Never mind, never mind. Let's go to a question focusing on Helloween's hometown. This question goes to Andi. At which club did the Beatles have their first live appearance in Hamburg?
You know.
Ich weiß es.
Das war...
Ich weiß es.
Come on.
Hau mal die Faust zu mir. Hau mal Faust zu mir.
Warte mal.
Nein, ich will die Faust.
Fiste mich, fiste mich.
Oh, now it's getting intimate.
Ja, ich weiß es noch. Ja gut, okay.
Box zu mir.
Ich erinnere mich nicht, also ich box zum Michi.
Andy's using the fist and he punches.
The Star Club.
Klar,
It's the Star Club?
Ja.
You think?
Fuck, ja.
Ja.
No,
Nee, war's nicht.
it's not.
Was?
It
I
was
know. Kaiser Keller.
on August 17th in 1960. They played at Indra on Große Freiheit in St. Pauli. And they played from August until October 1960 at Indra.
Scheiße, Dreckhausen.
Keller.
So what was the
Das ist ja
story about the Star
gemein.
Club?
Das ist ein trick question.
They started in Indra. They went through the Kaiser Keller.
Yeah,
I guess.
they started at
Scheiße.
Indra, they went to the Kaiserkeller, and then they went on
They
to...
had to play themselves
Was
into
der Scheißerkeller?
the Star Club.
Die Scheißerkeller.
Der
Kaiser
Scheißerkeller.
Keller. Schweinekeller.
Question number 6.
Oh, I have like 550 points in the minus.
Well, it doesn't look that good. That's
You
true.
guys put me in minus
But this
two.
is your chance, Michael. Which Led Zeppelin loving band placed their 2021 album in the US, UK, and German top 10? Think about it.
Led Zeppelin loving band?
Yeah, a band that obviously loves Led Zeppelin. Maybe because they... Huh?
Kingdom Come.
Kingdom Come. We're looking for Greta Van Fleet. Their album, The Battle at Garden's Gate, went into the top 10 charts of...
I don't even know them.
Well, listen to them. Heat Above is a great song.
It's good stuff. I've seen it on YouTube. Really cool.
Let's have a look at the scoreboard. Well, I can't remember seeing anything that miserable. I'm sorry, but it looks so shitty. We will always remember, I think.
Christine.
What can we do? Well, let's go.
Ask better questions, please.
Yeah. Okay, let's try. Markus.
Questions I know the answers to.
Markus.
That would be a good idea. Questions I know the answer to.
Well, Markus, if you don't know the answer, just give it over to Michael and let's see what he does with it. The question is, how many fingertips did Tony Iommi accidentally lose? Not use, but lose.
2.
What did you say?
2.
2. That's correct.
2.
Middle and ring finger of his right hand when he was 17 in a sheet metal factory.
He uses these extensions for playing on the guitar.
I think this is what makes his guitar play so special.
And that's what makes him playing in a certain way in a certain style.
A certain style?
Now it's working, you know.
I couldn't have said it better.
Yeah.
Question number 8 goes... congratulations, Markus. You're already out of the red. Great.
It says -50. You got to be quicker.
Yeah, almost out, I said. Andy, how many keys can be seen on the cover artwork of Helloween's Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 1 and 2?
Together.
Well, I think this Parts 1 and 2 thing has its very own cover artwork.
Shit, I don't even know.
How many keys?
2 times 7, 14.
14. Let's have a look at Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 1. It has 7 keys. Let's look at Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 2.
That's not I know.
It has 1 key, and Parts 1 and 2 together have, 1 plus 7 is 8. It is 8 keys.
Yeah, but there's 6 behind the tree.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that we couldn't see.
Well, you have to believe us. We're Helloween.
So he was right.
Nice try. But it's still minus 800 points, Andy.
That's 1,000 fists.
Question.
Wow.
What happened to Michael?
He got scared.
So, question number 9, Michael. Which rock and metal singer released an album with Elvis cover songs only in April 2020?
Come on, you got 2 seconds.
Yeah, you got to know that.
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know.
What about it? Well, you can fail or you can use a fist.
I use a fist.
Well, great.
Andy.
Oh, that hurts.
Which rock and metal singer released an album with Elvis cover songs only in April 2020?
Rock and metal singer.
A countdown, please.
I really don't know.
Corey Taylor.
Yeah, well,
I'm sorry, it was Danzig. With Danzig sings Elvis.
Okay, well.
There you go.
This is going to be the last turn of questions for each of you tonight.
1,000 points in the dead.
Well,
You never get out of the fucking hell, man. You got to be very nice.
but it still fits into the field of digits. Well, I'm happy about that.
Nobody's in the plus.
Markus.
Nobody.
This is your chance. This is your chance to go into the plus. How many drummers played for Led Zeppelin on stage? In the history of Led Zeppelin, how many drummers played for Led Zeppelin on stage?
In the whole history of...
In the whole history of Led
A
Zeppelin.
particular show, not a particular gig or something.
No, not a particular gig, but the history, the complete history of Led Zeppelin. Make a guess.
Say for Led Zeppelin. Two.
Two, you say two?
drums.
Well, of course, it has been late John Bonham. Then it was his son on numerous occasions since the 40th birthday of Atlantic Records in '85, Jason Bonham.
Jason Bonham was there.
And
then
then-
there was,
Pardon me?
yeah, go ahead.
Phil Collins at Live Aid '85.
Yeah.
And on the same occasion, Tony Thompson played. And then at the induction to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in '95, Michael Lee played the drums.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me.
Who knew?
Now it's
Well,
even
the
deeper in the
host
red.
did. The host did.
Question
Can
11.
I have some particular bass player's question, please?
Well, let's see what comes. Actually, no, you can't.
For example, how do I beat an A with a finger? Think about it.
Question number 11. Andy, which band won the very first Grammy for Best Hard Rock or Metal Performance, Vocal or Instrumental, in 1989? This is your chance to get minus 800 points.
Well, let's go for Metallica.
Metallica.
Hätte ich auch gedacht. Ja.
Michael thought so too, but it wasn't Metallica, it was Jethro Tull. Well,
I didn't even know that they're a metal band.
Jethro.
well,
Jethro Tull?
that's what
Hard
many
rock
others
metal?
that's what many others thought. So there were many people criticizing this decision, and Metallica added a sticker to the subsequent releases, and Justice for All especially, and it said Grammy Award losers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is the last question for tonight, the very last question. And it goes out to Michael. Question number 12 in round 3. Which electric tool can be heard twice and simultaneously on Mr. Big's Daddy Lover Brother Little Boy?
Was it a Bohrmaschine?
He says Bohrmaschine, which in English is a power drill. And that is correct.
Yeah.
Here you go with 200 points. Lucky guy.
Oh.
Very good. It was
So
on the album.
Where's Markus?
And he's still a minus. Too. He's still more minus than me, right?
Yeah, well, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. We have a winner, and the winner is Markus.
Markus Grosskopf.
Well, and now
Can I spend my fists on the two guys?
well, I think we're just occupied with building a high score. And, well, before we see the high score, we will have another little video for you. But I'd like to ask you, is Markus always the smartest in the group?
Yeah.
Always.
He always is, yeah?
He's the smartest and the smartest. Yeah.
He's the buzzer, you know. He's the buzzer.
I'd rather say nothing yet.
Well, but
Again, very clever.
well, with still minus 250 points minus, which is, well, to win with minus 250 points, it's quite an achievement, I'd say.
I'll tell you something.
I'm proud of ourselves.
I've never been a winner in my entire lifetime with a minus score, you know. That's amazing.
Metal makes it possible.
Metal makes it possible, you know.
So, did you like the show actually, or is it too disappointing? Was it too, well?
No,
I think it's great. But
it's cool. I've never been down 1,200 points.
I'm winning with a minus. It's only happening.
If I'm getting the red wine, I like it.
Yeah, talking about red wine, I think after this we all need to have some booze. Let's watch a little recipe we got from Jörg Michael. He's sitting on Mallorca, and I think this is the thing we all should try after this evening. Can we please see the recipe?
I think questions are very tough.
Was ist hier jetzt genau alles drin? Doppelwacholder, Terpentin, und Absinth.
He's drinking it.
Unaufgelöster Rollmops.
Yeah, he's drinking it.
Lecker.
I'll stay with wine.
Yeah.
Aufgelöster Rollmops?
Yeah. Disintegrated Romo. Yeah.
This guy has a sense of humor. I love it.
So let's have a look at the youmetal high score, the Hall of Fame of this show. Do we have it? I see a black screen. Do we have it?
I
It's
see
kind of
nothing.
black. How more black can it be?
There we go.
All right.
Oh wow, I'm so sorry. Andy, you're not even made it among the top 10. I'm so sorry.
Thank God you don't see it then.
But still on this score, I'm quite up high with
Yeah.
-4.
I'm proud of ourselves.
Yeah, congratulations. 2 of you made it into the high score. Pretty good, pretty good. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you to the youmetal team. Thank you, Hendrik. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Arne. Thank you out there for being with us. Let me remind you of making use of the discount offers from Teschwein. Gelato Star, XOUNTS and Metaltix you will find in the description below this video on YouTube and Facebook. And yeah, hit the subscribe button and follow buttons on YouTube, Facebook and Twitch. And Markus, Andi, Michael, thank you very much for being with us. Thank you very much for making this a lovely evening. Please, I very much hope you still have some good memories about this evening. And I very much hope we all meet again.
Take the fist. Take the fist.
Thanks.
I like the lyrics from Motley Crue.
Thanks for enduring our questions. Yeah, have a nice evening, and everybody, please enjoy the release of Helloween, the new album of Helloween, which is out tomorrow. And now,
And it has no title.
well, no title, or it's self-titled, or well, take it as it is. And I say thank you and good night.
All right.
Night.